Corona was a great time to travel in Europe. I stood alone with 5 other people on the Acropolis, and as the only tourist at the main square in Lisbon. But now, tourism, or rather over-tourism, is back and stronger than ever, with many countries considering restrictions or entry fees for 2024. After this video, you will know the latest updates, the most affected places, and if they are still worth visiting. Plus, you get the best alternatives. So, let's take off on this transformative travel journey. See you in Europe. Number 1. The village Hallstatt in Austria. Hallstatt is a breathtaking village by a lake and become a major tourist magnet, particularly among Asian travelers. The town receives far more visitors than its small population can handle, causing congestion and disruptions to daily life. In response, Hallstatt has tried various measures, including temporary barriers to manage crowd flow. Interestingly, a replica of Hallstatt exists in China, underscoring its global appeal. For a similar but less crowded experience, consider visiting nearby towns like Bad Ischl or the larger city of Salzburg. Fun fact, Hallstatt is often overlooked by Austrians, who don't see it as a major attraction, similar to how The Sound of Music is more popular with international audiences than with locals. Hallstatt also has some unique quirks, such as charging €2 for the public toilet and selling bottled alpine air. Number 2. Venice, Italy. Venice's canals and historic architecture are globally renowned, but the city grapples with severe over-tourism issues. The daily influx of tourists often exceeds the number of local residents, leading to congestion and wear on the fragile infrastructure. To combat this, Venice plans to introduce entry fees and limit the number of large cruise ships docking. Such measures aim to preserve the city's cultural heritage and reduce the environmental impact. Visiting in the shoulder seasons or staying overnight can offer a more serene experience. It's advisable to avoid the carnival season, as the influx of tourists significantly detracts from the city's atmosphere. Alternatively, consider exploring Aveiro in Portugal. Number 3. Paris. In France, Paris remains one of the most visited cities in the world, drawing millions with its timeless elegance and iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre. However, the high volume of tourists leads to long lines and overcrowding. In 2024, the city is also preparing for the Olympics, bringing additional restrictions and closures. All of them in this video. The city has implemented measures like timed entry tickets to manage the flow of visitors. Making day trips to less crowded neighborhoods and visiting during off-peak times can enhance your experience. Number 4. Barcelona, Spain. Barcelona is a vibrant city known for its stunning architecture and cultural attractions. However, the constant flow of tourists has led to issues like housing shortages and increased living costs for locals, exacerbated by the popularity of short-term rentals. The city government has implemented regulations to curb the number of tourists and promote alternative destinations like Girona and Tarragona, which offer rich histories and beautiful landscapes without the overwhelming crowds. One of my favorite spots in Barcelona is Park Güell, designed by the famous architect Antoni Gaudí. Additionally, Tarragona, with its ancient Roman aqueduct and amphitheater, offers a deep dive into Spanish history and a more authentic feel compared to bustling Barcelona. Number 5. Santorini, Greece. Santorini's stunning sunsets and iconic whitewashed buildings attract throngs of visitors, especially in the summer. The island's infrastructure struggles to accommodate the peak season crowds, leading to congested streets and overbooked accommodations. To mitigate these issues, authorities are considering measures to limit the number of tourists allowed on the island at any given time. Exploring other Greek islands like Naxos or Paros can provide a similar aesthetic with a more relaxed atmosphere. Despite the challenges, Santorini remains a unique and enchanting destination, offering a hotel-like experience with its abundant resorts and picturesque views. However, be prepared for less privacy and higher prices due to the overwhelming tourist presence. Number 6. Amsterdam, Netherlands. Amsterdam's charming canals and vibrant cultural scene draw millions of visitors each year. However, the city's popularity has led to overcrowding and increased housing costs due to short-term rentals. Amsterdam is actively discouraging mass tourism by regulating tourist accommodations and promoting lesser-known areas. Visiting nearby cities like Haarlem or Utrecht offers a quieter experience while still providing the charm and beauty of Dutch architecture and culture. Number 7. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Dubrovnik, famed for its medieval walls and stunning Adriatic coastline, faces heavy tourist traffic, particularly during cruise ship season. This influx has led to concerns about the preservation of its historical sites and the quality of life for residents. The city has implemented measures such as limiting the number of cruise ships allowed to dock daily. For a less crowded alternative, consider visiting Split or Var, which offer rich history and beautiful landscapes. Despite the challenges, Dubrovnik remains a must-visit for its unique blend of history and coastal beauty, especially if visited in the off-season or evenings. Number 8. Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh's historic charm and vibrant festivals attract visitors year-round, leading to crowded streets and long waits at popular attractions. The city's infrastructure manages well, but the high demand for short-term rentals has made housing less affordable for locals. For those seeking quieter experiences, day trips to the Highlands or exploring other Scottish cities like Glasgow provide ample cultural and natural beauty without the intense crowds. Number 9. Florence, Italy. Florence, the cradle of the Renaissance, is overwhelmed with tourists, particularly in the summer. The city's narrow streets and small squares can become uncomfortably crowded. In response, Florence has considered restrictions on tourist behavior, such as limiting where people can eat in public. Visiting in the off-season or early in the morning can help avoid the crowds. For a similar Italian experience, cities like Bologna or Siena offer rich history and culture with fewer visitors. Despite the over-tourism, Florence's artistic and architectural heritage makes it a worthwhile destination, especially for art lovers. Number 10. Mykonos, Greece. Known for its nightlife and beautiful beaches, Mykonos attracts large crowds, especially in summer. The island's infrastructure is often strained by the high number of visitors. To manage this, authorities are promoting visits to less famous islands. Exploring islands like Syros or Tynos can offer a peaceful and authentic Greek experience with similar beauty and charm. Despite the challenges, Mykonos still holds a unique charm with its vibrant atmosphere and picturesque views, making it a worthy visit if timed right. Number 11. Mallorca, Spain. Mallorca is facing significant over-tourism issues, including recent protests by locals against the high number of tourists and rising property prices due to foreign investments. These issues have led to tensions between residents and visitors. Exploring less crowded areas like the northern coast or the Tramontana Mountains can provide a more tranquil experience while still enjoying the island's beauty. Mallorca remains a popular destination for its diverse landscapes and vibrant culture, but it's important to be mindful of the local challenges. Number 12. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague's fairy tale charm attracts many tourists, leading to crowded streets and popular sites. The city has implemented measures to manage visitor numbers and protect its cultural heritage. Exploring neighborhoods outside the main tourist areas or visiting nearby cities like Brno or Český Krumlov can provide a quieter experience with equally rich history and beauty. Prague is nevertheless one of my personal favorites, especially for its stunning architecture and vibrant cultural scene. Number 13. Cinque Terre, Italy. Cinque Terre's picturesque villages often face overcrowding, especially in summer. The small towns and narrow paths can become congested with tourists. Visiting in the off-season or early in the morning can help avoid the crowds. Alternatively, other Ligurian coast towns like Portovenere or Levanto offer similar stunning views and hiking opportunities with fewer visitors. Despite the challenges, Cinque Terre's unique beauty and charm make it worth visiting. Number 14. Reykjavik, Iceland. Reykjavik is a gateway to Iceland's natural wonders, attracting many visitors. The city and surrounding areas can be crowded, especially in summer. Exploring less popular regions like the West Fjords or East Iceland can provide breathtaking scenery and solitude, away from the tourist hotspots. Reykjavik's unique blend of natural beauty and cultural vibrancy makes it a captivating destination, especially for nature lovers. Number 15, Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon's charm and affordability draw many tourists, but this has led to housing issues for locals due to the popularity of short-term rentals. The city is actively working to balance tourism and residents' needs, visiting in the shoulder seasons or exploring nearby towns like Sintra, Óbidos, or Cascais, which offer beautiful landscapes and cultural experiences, can help avoid the heavy tourist traffic. Lisbon remains a delightful destination with its vibrant culture and scenic views, and its day trips are equally worth exploring. Faro in the south is also a favorite, showcasing Portugal's coastal beauty. That reminds me, while enjoying Europe, consider taking day trips from major cities to escape the over-tourism while still experiencing the culture. For example, a day trip from Paris to places like Giverny. But this is already the story of another video. See you in Europe.